Hey guys, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Just a quick update on these Mopeka tank sensors for my propane tanks that I installed, showed you the install back in early November. Well, I'm back with an update that one of the two has failed. Now, they lasted pretty long, no problem, until a few weeks ago, and I wanted to use our propane fire pit, and my 20-gallon was pretty low. So I took one of the 30-gallon propane tanks that I use in the RV that one of these sensors was on, and I used that. And while I was using it, I noticed at the bottom of the tank it got quite frosty, which often happens if you're using a propane tank in cooler weather. You'll get a layer of frost at the bottom. So I guess one of these got quite covered in frost, and I didn't really think anything of it. And then the next day, one of them was not working, and I found one of the little button batteries, 3-volt button batteries, was dead. So I thought, oh, okay, just wore out battery. It'd been a few months. I thought, oh, maybe they only last a few months. So I replaced it, and it was funny enough, I went and filled the tank, and when I replaced it, it only showed 83% full, but it did sync up. But then a day or so later, dead again. I thought, oh, maybe I had a dead battery. Put another battery in. Same thing, showed 83%. And a couple of days later, dead. So today I thought I'd investigate it further, and I took them apart. These are the little boards inside that you put the battery in. Battery slides in there when you change it. And I decided to measure with my meter. So I measured where the battery was. On one of them, you can see you got about 499 ohms. The other one, the working one, shows 8 meg. So there's a problem on the board. Something has failed and is drawing current. So as soon as you put the battery in, it draws it right down. Now I kind of went through the board with my meter, and I kind of checked all the transistors on there, diodes, resistors, and capacitors, and I didn't really see anything wrong. I even checked a little switch. So it has to be, in my mind, this little microprocessor that does all the work in there. And sure enough, on the pins, the power pins, I looked up the data sheet online. It's a Texas Instruments unit, and I found the data sheet, and all the power pins are showing that same 499. Even I've seen it go as when I apply power to it and use it a while and then take it off, it gets as low as 230 ohms. So I'm pretty sure that chip has gone kaput. Now, why it did it, you wouldn't think. It seems to be weatherproofed. There is an O-ring along the case here, so when you snap it together, it should kind of give it weather resistance. But I guess it got so cold and frosty that maybe some frost formed on the inside here, and water got through on those pins and caused that chip to short. But I just thought I'd give everybody a heads up. I have talked to other people in the comments that said they tried to use theirs in cold weather, and they got the same thing. Sensors would fail, they'd eat batteries, and a lot of them just gave up. So if you do use these in cold weather or on a frosty tank, beware. They're not adequately weatherproofed. I think they probably should, on these boards, coat the boards with something like a conformal coating that seals it all in so that this can't happen. But anyway, that's just my wild guess on what happened, but I thought I'd report and update you guys on that. Till next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Cheers, folks.